think it's a broken record now. You can pretty much take the same thing that was said last week and do it again. So just obviously frustrating loss. Got some things that we have to look at and then review and evaluate. So looking forward to getting to work and trying to fix this as soon as possible. But congratulations to Boise State. They made enough plays to win. We still had some errors, and it's my job as head coach to fix all those. So any questions?
Kalani, what was the thinking of putting Joe with Critchlow there at the end with the redshirt issue?
Yeah, I think that the point of the redshirt is we're just trying to find some momentum and trying to get some positive yards. Obviously, you see Tanner's limping around a little bit, and just wanted to see what Joe could do. And so at that point, we just wanted to try to get a spark going. And so that's pretty much all it is.
Overall, how do you feel Tanner did in his first start in a month? Because it looked like he started out pretty well.
Yeah, I don't know what it was in the first quarter, but it seemed like he was connecting on all his throws, and things are going really well, you know. And then as the game went along, we were making bad reads, and obviously the interceptions didn't help, you know. And I believe the first one was on, I think we were midfield, and I just had to watch the film. I don't know if he was being predictable with his eyes or what the issues were, but I thought we had some good, some open guys downfield, and he threw it to the wrong guy, and they picked it. And the second one, I believe, was kind of the same thing, just bad reads. And so, not really going to sugarcoat it, just not good enough.
Your offense has only been able to put up, I think, 40 points in the last 5 games.
Mm-hmm.
Do you lose confidence in it? Is it a player thing? What do you look at this point?
At everything. That's easiest way to answer that question, yeah. Obviously we felt like we were doing some positive things, and then right now it's the consistency, and whatever the reason is, we got to fix it. And this is not good. So yeah, you mentioned the points, and you know we really don't have a chance to play if we're that productive on offense. It doesn't really help. It doesn't help us out. So
it seems like a team right now that runs into adversity and doesn't know how to respond. Last week with Bo going down, struggled after that point. You got that penalty. You guys were up and had the ball and the penalty and the bad punt. And once Boise State started out, didn't seem to respond. Is that something that can be taught? Is that something that's kind of inherent with the team? How do you deal with adversity?
Yeah, it's you can respond from adversity, and you can get back on the right track. And the goal is try to turn this thing, you know, and so that's what we're going to try to do, and it requires hard work and some really good and wise decisions. And so that's what we have to do, and that's from the coaches and the players, and we're really focused on getting to work. I'm anxious to get to work on it right now and trying to get this fixed. And so this is not what we thought it would be. Definitely this season, and definitely tonight. You know, so yeah, we work on everything. That's the easiest way to answer that question.
What was the mood of the locker room tonight compared to the other games earlier this season?
Similar. No one's going to quit. I think that you look at effort-wise. The defense was just getting the ball run on them in the second half a little bit more than before, and I think Boise was just trying to run some clock. And I think there was one drive that it was just a third down nightmare. You know, so but more. Just looking at our guys' efforts there, and obviously no one likes losing as many games in a row, and so you have to have you have to be able to erase it and start a new season over right now, and that goes back. We don't have much time, but we have an extra day, so we have 8 days to prepare for the next game, and we need to utilize all the time to make sure that we have a better opportunity, a better shot at winning next week.
There's a straight game where you had success early on offensively, and then just things went completely stagnant, especially in the second half. What do you feel is causing that, and what's the root of that?
Yeah, if I had that figured out, I would have done it 3 weeks ago. You know, and so that's the goal, is to figure out why. And consistency is the issue. I mean, that's when you start off hot and then it tempers down, it's not good, you know. So you find a way to keep that momentum and keep it rolling. And that, you know, we started fast, and the goal is now to sustain it and finish strong. And we haven't been able to do that on offense.
Do you feel like you're at a talent deficit compared to Boise State, just lining up the trenches and overall across the board?
I have to watch the film again. I mean, I thought they had some chunk yards. They were committed to run the ball, especially in the second half, you know. And I think they, you know, I think those. I keep going back to the third downs on the one drive. We had some mistakes that cost us. I believe the pass was our post player wasn't there. So, and on the other plays, I think it was that run that kind of bounced backwards. Contained player, lost contain. So there's things that we can fix there. But yeah, we have to evaluate everything, and that's from all three phases of the ball. And we just really didn't help ourselves. You know, we felt like. Talent-wise, we thought we would be strong up front. So I can't really answer the question. If you look in the stats, you know, we weren't able to run the ball, and they were, you know. But there were almost 50 rushes, you know, 47 rushes for 158 yards, and we had 23 for 66. And I think a lot of our inability to run the ball in the second half is because we were playing from behind. You know, we went to I believe it was the last 3 minutes of the first half where they were able to get that drive and get some points and go up by 10. And so, you know, we from then on we were playing from behind and trying to get some things going on offense, and it just wasn't working. So we need to develop an identity. I know it sounds crazy mid-season, but we need to have something we can hang our hat on. And I think that's I think his name is Ula Tolutau, you know, and there's other things we can do with the run game, but there's definitely a lot of room for improvement and all three phases of the ball, but the focus right now is primarily on the offense.
Kalani, can you talk about your linebackers coming in? I suppose it was a strength, but with all the injuries, you had to shuffle guys around. People coming from different places.
Yeah, well, I mean I think that's football. You have to respond to some of the injuries, and you know, tonight we're without Butch and without Matt Hadley, and so you know, Fred has been He's been the guy that's played hard every down, and he's played the most downs on our defense, and he's productive. I believe he had 10 tackles tonight. And when there's not, I mean, I think we had 60 plays on offense. They had 67, and for him to have that much production is really good. And he's playing really hard, and he's a bright spot on the defense and that linebacking crew. And yeah, injury is part of football, you know. Next guy's got to step up. I thought Grant came in and did some good things. You know, we have to go into our depth a little bit more, but that's the game of football, and I'll never use that as an excuse.
Did Boise play Rippon more than maybe you were expecting going in?
No, I thought they were going to play him a little bit more. I don't know what the reason was, other than I think it was health was the main thing early in the season, and but I thought they did what I thought they were going to do. You know, I don't know exactly his numbers, but I thought he took care of the football pretty well, other than that pick. I don't know did he throw that pick to Grant early, but I mean I think that was a really good play from Grant. But he was really careful with the ball from that point on, and we weren't. So
last couple of questions.
Kalani, Matt Bushman kind of got off to a roll in the beginning of the game. What did they do to take him away in the second half?
Yeah, they started focusing on him a little bit more. I think it's not. It's really not that hard to know that he causes a lot of mismatches, you know. So it's where the other guys need to step up, and we need to spread the ball out a little bit more, you know. And Matt's a big target, and we knew going into the season that he would be a mismatch and would work in our favor. And so when people are taking that away, the others need to be options, and we need to spread the ball out. And you can't keep forcing the ball to him, especially when they're playing against him.
Last question.
You mentioned Ula. He was sharing the carries with Squally. Riley came in. Austin got a couple of carries. And Trey was in for a lot of the passing plays. Does that shuffling make it hard for them to get into a rhythm? Or, I mean, there's just a lot of in and out there. So.
Well, the overall offense production is why there's no rhythm. And that's, I mean, we can't, obviously you like to run the ball more with Ula. But you need to have more production. You have to have better than what we did on third downs. You know, being 5 for 14 on third downs and 1 for 4 on fourth downs doesn't really help you, and so and the turnovers don't help. And so in order for us to be able to generate momentum and get something clicking, we need to possess the ball and get first downs, and then we can utilize those guys. And yeah, we have to look at everything and see what we can really hang our hat on, and who are going to be our guys that we got to go into the next game with. And yeah, it's just the focus is going to be on trying to improve right now, and I just want to go to work and get it fixed.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.